Hey, in today's bass guitar lesson, I want to show you 3 levels of a killer soul funk groove inspired by the legendary Kool and the Gang. I'll see you inside the video. Hey, it's James here from eBassGuitar.com, and over at eBassGuitar we have just released our brand new backing track album called Epic Grooves for Bass Players Volume 1. And this is a backing track album made especially for bass players, inspired by legendary bands from the Beatles through to the Police, Toto through to the Temptations, Tina Turner through to the Foo Fighters and Muse, and it sounds absolutely incredible. And before I forget, there's a link for it in the description below so you can check it out. But what makes this album absolutely unique is we've included a concept and a unique idea called the groove level system. And this is all about showing you how you can put levels of groove in your bass playing so you can go from simple to complex, easy to hard, laid back to intense, and create bass lines and develop bass lines just like the pros. So today I want to show you a track from that album which is inspired by Kool and the Gang. So we're going to go through a super cool soul funk bass line. First off, if you recognize the name of the track it's inspired by, do let me know in the comments below. So just before we hit the lesson content, I'm going to take you through 3 levels of groove. And as a very special gift from me is I want to give you the first level as a free PDF download. So there's a link for that in the description below where you can grab your copy of that. And also, I want to give you the backing track to play along with, so we're going to put it at the end of this video so you can get jamming. So this track has 2 sections. An A section, which is a 4-bar repeated pattern that repeats 4 times, and a B section, which is a 4-bar repeated section, which also repeats 4 times. The great thing about level 1 here is it's super straightforward. So let me take you through it. So it's simply quarter notes to begin with. So the first 2 bars are this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we start off with quarter note E, rest, and then on beats 3, 4, and beat 1 of the next bar, we play a B, a C, and a D like so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then we simply play an A and a B quarter note to take us back to the beginning. Then those 2 bars repeat. So super simple and super funky to begin with. Now let's look at the B section now. And this sounds like this: 1, 2. So that's the first 2 bars. And so there's a little bit more rhythmic pushing going on here. So we start off with a quarter note E. And then on beat 3, we play this pattern, like so, which is simply 2 Bs and the A pushed before the beat on beat 4 and then going into the second bar on beats 3 and 4, we simply play the A, B directly on the beat. So that's the first 2 bars. Now let's look at beats 3, or bars 3 and 4 of that. Now rhythmically, it's the same thing going on there, but the notes change just very slightly. So the E remains the same, and then on beat 3, we play this, which is 2 Bs, like that, and then we push into the D like that, so 1, 2. And then on beats 3 and 4, we simply play 2 D notes, and we really want to make those pop out and punch, so 2. Like that, really short, really punchy. That's all there is to level 1. So what I want to do now is play it with the backing track so you can hear this in context. So this is where it gets fun. Let's kick it up a gear for level 2. Now the foundation of the bass line is identical to level 1, but we're going to add some more rhythmic interest in there and some octaves too. So there's one specific pattern that I want you to look at when playing these 2 sections here. So before it was this. Now we're going to make it this. So we're going to play 2 eighth notes on beat 1, an open E, and then an octave E. Then halfway through beat 2, we're going to play an open A, which is going to lead us to the B and the C that you played before. Now we're going to do exactly the same rhythmically when we hit the D. So the D and then an octave D on beat 1 and then a G on beat 2 which is going to lead us back into the A and the B. So we end up with this. Like so. So really, really effective pattern which sounds like this. Now this pattern is going to feature again for the B section, so listen out for it. This is what it sounds like. So listen out for it in those first 2 beats. So let me play you level 2 so you can hear what it sounds like in action. Guys, I'd love to ask you, if you're enjoying this lesson, please make sure you subscribe to the eBassGuitar YouTube channel, because we release a lesson like this designed especially for beginner to intermediate bass guitar players who want to push their skills to an advanced level every single week. So make sure you click the red button, which is somewhere around this video, to subscribe. So it's time to kick it up to that final gear for level 3, and this is super fun. Now the real distinction happens here is between the A section and the B section, and this is something that you can do with your bass lines. So for the A section, we're going to make the A section have lots of really short, funky 16th notes. Then we're going to go into a longer, more smoother, or legato to give it its technical term, for the B section. So let me show you how this works. So for the A section, what I want you to do is play the octave E to begin with, 2 eighth notes like that, then rest. And now this is the interesting thing, on beats 3 and beats 4, I want you to play 2 16th notes, da-da, da-da, like so. So really short, really funky, and this will give a really percussive edge to your bass line. Now going into bar 2, I simply want you to play 2 eighth notes, the octave, and then on beats 3 and beats 4, I want you to play those 16th notes again, 2 A's, and then 2 B's like that. So let me play you this bass line so you can hear it. Super effective, particularly when you compare it against what's going to come out now. So we're going to start filling this out with longer eighth notes, particularly over beats 1 and 2 of each bar. So you're going to end up with this. So let me just take you through those first few notes so you know what they are. So it's 2 E's, like that, to the G, to the A, and then we're going to hit that ba, 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 that rhythmic phrase there. So you almost get a little bit of kind of walking bass in there. But the real distinction is between the short notes of section A and the longer notes of section B. So to wrap up this session today, let me play you level 3 so you can hear it in action. And I'm also going to play it with the level 3 part of the backing track. So listen out how the intensity ramps up in these backing tracks too, because it sounds absolutely awesome. So here goes, here's it in context.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So guys, that's the end of today's bass lesson. If you've enjoyed it, you need to check out the Epic Grooves for Bass Players backing track album Volume 1. Now there is a link in the description below, so make sure you click over to that and check it out and listen to the video with all of the tracks because they sound absolutely phenomenal. So cheers, I've been James from eBassGuitar.com. Can't wait to see you next week for next week's bass guitar lesson on YouTube. Catch you soon. Bye bye.